Well, while Yak Track is going away, what we're announcing goes far beyond just replacing Yak Track's disappearance from RuneScape. Today, what we're going to introduce you to, something I'm very excited about, is a brand new core part of RuneScape's experience launching next week. It's time to introduce you to Hero Pass.
Oh boy, do we have some great announcement news today for RuneScape. We are announcing the Hero Pass, the new battle pass that is going to replace the Yak Tracks. Holy hell, this is going to be great. Okay, so what's up guys? This video we're going to be talking about the announcement that was just done on the RuneScape Twitch live stream. This is the announcement that got hyped up to absolute crap by saying that there is a major feature change coming to RuneScape in the form of just that. That was all we got told, right? Massive hype, Necromancy had just dropped, and then we were waiting for this big major update that they not told anyone about, and it's a Yak Track. It's a Yak Track rework. The Yak Track is gone forever now, and we will be getting the Hero Pass. Now, I'm going to link in the description of this video the news post to the Hero Pass if you want to read through every little bit of information. In this video, I'm going to quickly explain what the Hero Pass is going to be, and then I'm going to give a few thoughts and a little bit of worries, I suppose, about the thing and thoughts overall on the actual pass. This video is pretty much just to keep you guys up to date on the people who didn't make the stream, and just to give my initial thoughts on it overall at the end, because I think feedback's important, and while I'm not going to make any big changes because I'm just a small little YouTuber, it's worth voicing the concerns anyway. That being said, I hope you enjoy the video. I hope that you don't give me a dislike in terms of giving Jagex a dislike. It's not how that works, so please like the video if you enjoy the video, but otherwise, let's go. Okay, so what is the Hero Pass? The Hero Pass is replacing the Yak Track for basically any form of battle pass in RuneScape. This is basically a battle pass that you would have seen in many other games as well, and it works very, very similar. You're going to be getting cosmetic rewards, XP buffs, and rewards as well, along with other buffs that are going to be a concern that I'm going to talk about a little bit later on. The majority of the rewards are cosmetics, so this is probably a good thing in some sense, and there is going to be 2 tiers to unlock. So of course, when you see a battle pass, there is always a free version, which is free up to for members only, not for free to play as far as I'm aware, and then there is the premier version as well. Now the premier pass is absolutely given to all Premier membership players already. If you have the Premier membership unlocked, you will have access to this immediately. If you don't, then you can either spend 3 bonds to unlock that Premier Pass for this actual segment of the actual Hero Pass. So the Hero Pass will last for a couple of months or a few months, and then you can unlock that with 3 bonds to get the Premier version as well. To progress through the track, you are going to just be able to do whatever you want in game. You're going to be able to do the regular killing anything you want to kill, skilling, gaining XP, including things like clue scrolls as well now. So almost everything in game is going to progress this along the way, which is probably an improvement on the Yak Track's skill and kill, but it is very similar. It's just an extended version. As for skips, I am still yet to confirm this properly. I have messaged JMod to ask about it. I will pin a comment. If I don't have it and I've not edited this part of the video, I will pin a comment to let you know if you can or cannot skip stuff through this pass. However, if you had skips saved up in the pass from the Yak Track, these will apply to the first one. I just don't know if you can then get more in the future. The track is going to give you cosmetics, but it is also going to give you buffs as well. Now, these buffs are going to be a range of many different things. On screen, there's going to be the ones that are coming in this first one, and you can see many different things in here. You can see one of them that I find pretty concerning is the fact that there is one called Chaos Ward, and it reduces incoming damage in the Zamorakian Undercity Elite Dungeon by 20% for a full run. The JMods confirm this does work at Zamorak as well, and I don't know, don't like this one. I think this is a bad one, and I know you're only going to get a couple of these. You're only going to get a few of these throughout each pass, and you can't buy more charges, but they are selling a PVM buff. This is a concern for me because they are selling a PVM buff. That is all. That is why it's a concern, because there's no reason that then once we accept this, it's just pushing that line of what they can sell to us just a little bit further. And every time they do this, then it's 5% DPS increase, and then it's getting a bond and having constantly spending GP on a bond or real life money on a bond to have like a little buff active all the time, as well as paying membership and all these other things. Other buffs though include things like decreasing the amount of steps for all clue scrolls by 1, which probably lasts for a certain amount of time, and then a 20% chance to save 1 resource when making refined planks. Like all things like this is what it's going to be, and it's definitely something that is going to change the game a little bit. As for XP buffs, we are getting combat XP, support XP, gathering XP, all different XP buffs that you can get, and these will probably be fairly noticeable XP buffs, I would say. It says you can earn plus 2% more from the pass and plus 9% with Premier Hero Pass, and it expands at the end of this pass. But the pass is going to run consecutively, from what they said. It's going to run and then end, and then as soon as it ends, there's going to be another one as well. Other than the cosmetics and the actual buffs, you will also have daily missions to complete with this track as well. These daily missions are replacing daily challenges in the game, and you will still get like an XP reward, but you will no longer get a treasure hunter key reward. The daily missions are going to basically take a little bit of extra time to complete, but they will give you hero point rewards, which you can then spend in the hero shop. Now in this hero shop, it's pretty much what you would expect to see in the like oddment store, but there is also one section of consumables that they didn't open on stream, and we can't see what that is. There's nothing that shows the actual part of it, so unfortunately we can't see what's in the consumable tab. I'm going to assume it's pretty much like oddments, so you're going to be able to spend this on like your pulse cores, your silverhawk feathers, this sort of stuff. So I guess there's going to be another revenue for that, and there's something that you can definitely consider looking at. Now, overall, I do genuinely think that this rework or whatever of Yak Track and the whole thing is better and an improvement to the way that the Yak Track worked. I genuinely do believe that this is better than how the Yak Track worked. But what I am very confused about is why on earth Jagex would go ahead and sell this to the players, or just even explain this to the players as being a brand new aspect of RuneScape's core experience, and then not giving us anything else. It is a major update to be announced. This is what they told us, right? This isn't a major update. This is not a major update at all. The content is still the same. There is just a different Yak Track or a battle pass in game. It's not that big of a deal. And while this is probably going to affect RuneScape's core experience slightly, because you're going to be using it quite a lot, it's probably going to be a fairly big deal. They shouldn't have pushed it like this. If Jagex had just sat down and said in this thing where it says major update to be announced, and just said to us, in September, we are going to be changing how the Yak Track works. We'll tell you more about that when we get closer to the date. And then when it came to today's stream, they go, hey guys, today is when we're going to tell you what happens with the Yak Track and what we're changing. This wouldn't have been that big of a deal, because this overall is still an improvement. It is, with a few little concerns, which we'll talk about again in a second, but overall it is an improvement, and it is easier to follow, and it makes more sense, and it's better, right? But selling it to the players as a new aspect of RuneScape's core experience is a really silly way to go about this, in my opinion. I really can't understand why they would do this. I cannot understand it in the slightest. It's like shooting yourself in the foot and then asking you to run a freaking marathon on it, because why would you do that? Just tell us how it is. We are reworking the Yak Track. Cool. Happy days. What are we going to get? Done. Not a problem. But everyone was expecting 120 combat. They was expecting many different things, a new player experience rebuild, all this sort of stuff. And we got a Yak Track that, of course, has been changed to the hero pass, sorry. So while I am a little bit frustrated with the way that this was sold, I was excited for another month where there was like going to be a major update, and I would have content to cover, and we would have stuff to do in game. This is not it. I'm a little bit disappointed with this and the way it was delivered. But overall, taking away that and looking at the Yak Track in this is still better. The only concerns I have is that this does push the line for how the PVM buffs are sold into the game, and like not just PVM buffs but content buffs. Clue scrolls are done quicker rather than just reworking how the clue scroll system works to make it more fun. They are selling damage reduction at Zamorak. They're doing other buffs as well. Now, these aren't being sold directly. Again, we don't know if you can skip this. If you can skip, then I guess technically yes, this is a sale. If you can't skip, then you'll still have to progress, and you're only going to get as many buffs as they offer you anyway. That's better, so ideally you can't, but we don't know for sure. What this does is it allows them to put in a PVM buff through an MTX or a non-actual in-game content unlock that then people will be more accepting of. Now, I'm only saying this is like 3 or 4 maybe uses. We don't even know. It could be one use for the whole Yak Track, or the whole pass, sorry, that you're going to get like an ED4 20% damage reduction. But then next time, is it going to be a 5% DPS increase for like an hour or 2 hours? Or maybe it's going to be that they just get to the point where we're happy to have these buffs in the game, and then eventually it's just, hey, if you redeem a bond, you do get a 5% DPS increase, or this little aura pack that gives you 2% extra damage. It gives you half the amount of GE tax. It gives you, like, you know, a little bit extra inventory space. Not that dramatic, but you know what I mean, what I'm trying to get at. I don't like when they introduce this sort of thing with MTX like that. I feel like it should stay cosmetics, maybe XP boosts at the push. They're already there, it is what it is. But this PVM buff here is new. It's a new thing. It's pushing the barrier a little bit further, and I think that if you guys are going to give feedback, you should absolutely give feedback on this, because they should remove the PVM buffs. They should remove the clue scroll buffs, in my opinion, too. Just not because, hey, you want it to be harder for clues. I think they should sit down, and if they think that it's tedious enough to offer skips for clue scrolls, that like it's better, you only have to do like 5 steps now instead of 6, right? This is good, right, guys? No, if the clue scroll content isn't enjoyable to do those extra steps, then make it more fun. Make the content more fun. Don't sell us a buff that is gonna make it less painful to do for a less amount of time. You know, that's the way I see it. Make the content better. Sell us cosmetics as much as you want. Sell us XP buffs if you really have to, but don't change the in-game content through a battle pass other than cosmetically. I don't know. That's just the way I sit with it. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Other than that, I will catch you all in the next one. Hopefully we'll have some good news to share. See you later, guys. Bye.